Hey, what is going on, guys? This is xpvrad here, and I am going to introduce you to a new series on my channel called Getting Ready for Fighterz, which I changed the title because initially it was going to be only for people who wanted to get into Dragon Ball, but I figured these lessons would apply to multiple games, so I'm going to say Getting Ready for Fighterz. Because it's like a play on words on fighting games and fighters. Well, anyway, let me not read out there. I am going to bring you lessons that will help you, that will prepare you to play Dragon Ball Fighterz. This game isn't, in theory, the game isn't going to be that hard, but there are a lot of nuances that new players don't understand yet, because they're just so ingrained into a fighting game that if you're new, you wouldn't understand to begin with, because they're not in any other game, which is like stuff like spacing, footsies, combos, stuff like that. The high level stuff, which beginners can't grasp because they're really abstract terms and abstract ideas. But I'm here to help you with that because a couple years ago I was in your position as well. I wanted to get into fighting games, but there wasn't really that many resources to learn at the moment. So I had to scour the internet, go here and there, try and learn like what is this, what is footsies, what is a link, what is plinking, what is this term, how to do combos and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be here teaching you how to get good at fighting games, because it can be a rough path, and if you don't have the appropriate teacher, it can be really hard. So let me not ramble further on. I intended to get this video out by Christmas, but that probably gonna be the day after Christmas because it takes so long to upload these things. So yeah, that's why this thing would have been uploaded by Christmas Day, but oh, without further ado, here's the first episode to this new series, Getting Ready for Fighterz, called Team Composition. Teaching you about team composition, why it's important, and how to form your team.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So the first game that I'm gonna be showing you to get good at Dragon Ball is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Well, I know a lot of people are gonna be wondering, what is this? What is Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and what does it have to do with Dragon Ball? Well, first of all, they kind of took a lot of concepts from Marvel and put into Dragon Ball, such as the 3v3, the DHCs, and whatnot. But the main thing that I want to show y'all is about team composition. And so probably going to be using terms from this game into Dragon Ball, such as point character, secondary character, and the anchor. And so the first character is called the point character, and this is a character that will either basically mop the team or he'll get floored. But this character is meant to kind of open the team up, open the opponent's team up. Just a good starter. He's meant to like set the tone of the round, get some meter. He's able to do combos with low meter as well. And so in this game, for my team, well, when I did play this game, I picked Dante. Now Dante, he is a good opener. He has so many freaking moves. He probably has like 50 moves. I'm not even joking. He has like 50 moves in this game. And so the secondary character is meant to kind of carry the team when the first character dies. He's kind of like a filler in a way. Like, he's the character that can do damage with like 2-3 meters or so, because that's usually what you get whenever your first character dies, if you do your job well. So the secondary character can be really anything you want it to be. It's not really of importance, and it's not as important as the point character or the anchor character, in my opinion, but he's still pretty good because he can still start comebacks. He's pretty important to team composition, because this is the character that might be like the last character, depending on if they ended up snapping your anchor and then killing him, which would happen a lot of times depending on what your anchor is. I know in this game, like if you have Phoenix or even Phoenix Wright or a Strider, it's very good to or even Virgil, because he's a good anchor. It's very good to switch to them and just pop them off and kill them, because there's such a threat when they have like 5 bars. And so it's important to have a secondary character, because he's going to be there to be like the rock of the team. He's gonna hold everything together, and it's kind of gonna center around, he's gonna be the like the backup. He's gonna be the rock of the team, hold the team solid when things go terrible. So in my team, my secondary character was Virgil, which, if really, those of you who play this game, you're probably gonna guess my anchor. Well, a lot of people say, oh, why don't you play Virgil anchor? Because he's Dark Virgil, best character in the game, but I like to play him second. And the third character is called the anchor. I may have confused those terms, so forgive me if I did, but the third character is the anchor. This is the character that you rely on when you have no other options left. This is the character that you're going to get comebacks with. This is the character that is going to be like one of the most important parts of your team. He's going to be a good at, well, usually he's either a good assist character, which a secondary character can be as well. He's going to be the one that can do a ton of damage with a lot of meter, and because usually when you get the when you get the last character, you're pretty close to full meter anyway. And so he's also the one that will be able to take advantage of whatever gimmick the game has, like Sparking Blast, or in this game, X Factor. So my last character, or the anchor, Resker, I use him just because I really love this character, Resker, and he's pretty good with his assists. It's actually very useful. Okay. Okay, sorry if I sound a little stuffy here, but let me just try and see if I remember how to play. Okay, so team composition. Okay, I need to stop playing around. Team composition is very important because it will determine how the game flows. The point character will also determine what combos you can do at the beginning. Like, this is probably the most potential you have is at the beginning of the game, so it's important to pick a really good point character for your team, or a good character that you think would be a good character for your team, a good point character. And so let me show you a little bit of the kind of things that Dante can do, if I remember how to play him. Okay, I can't rave dash anymore. Okay, so let's start off with the combo. 952. Doesn't do as much as the other one, but it's still flashy, and I still like it because it doesn't look as jank as the other one. But anyway, that's the potential a good point character can give you. Dante is like one of the most technical characters in the game, since he has so many special moves and like you can chain into them one after the other. Well, not like in Marvel Infinite where you can just like do it. You have to bold cancel it, which it's kind of complicated, but not kind of hard on the controller at first. But yeah, it's not gonna be. There's not gonna be any characters that's as difficult as Dante, and I don't think there's gonna be combos as difficult as Dante's combos. Not like he has the most like difficult combos in the game, which I think that's Magneto, but you get my drift. The potential of a 3v3 game lies within the assists, I believe, and it wasn't really prevalent in Marvel because like it just relied on the characters' individual combos and then just use supers to kill people. So that's why. However, in Dragon Ball, you can't do that. You need assists to get more damage, to get the most optimal damage possible. So that's why team composition is important. It allows you to get the most optimal damage from the resources you have available at the time. And in Dragon Ball, you can build a ton of freaking meters so easily. So that's going to be a big part of the meta within the game. And I might as well show you what the secondary character can do. Oh, that's not me. Okay. Well, actually, okay. With Virgil, you don't really use Rusker's assist unless like you get a Hellbreaker from. Well, let me find this. Okay, like after that you can do anything you want, and Hellbreaker is like amazing. So basically, how most people play Virgil, usually just like use his combos that he can use by himself. Sometimes use the assist if you want to, but Virgil's a good secondary character because he can just wipe out an enemy so easily using his sword loops, which I'm not very good at, but I can try and show you right now. So let me do that.
You're going down. You're mine. Take this card. You're mine. Take this.
I messed that up. I did the bootleg version. So, yeah, you kind of get the picture. The point character can do damage on his own, but the third character, which is the anchor, can also support him whenever he needs to. The secondary character is basically there to support the point character as well as being the second anchor of the team, essentially. Secondary character is just to pick up the slack of the team. And now to move on to the anchor, which is one of the most important parts of the team, which I'm already on him. Wesker, if I could remember how to play him. Okay, this is the character which is probably you're going to use the gimmick of the game, the X Factor, Sparking Blast, whatever you want to call it, whatever the gimmick is, it's a character that can make use of it the most. So with Wesker, when he has his glasses off, like, so he gains additional speed, I believe, and he gains more power. And he unlocks, well, it's not really a level 4 X Factor, it's like level 3 Sparking Blast, but because he has his glasses off, he gains an even bigger boost to X Factor. So he essentially has level 4 X Factor, the only character that has that. So, and you can do ridiculous combos because of that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, look at that. Look at that. 1.6 million damage. And every character is already dead before I even activate the super. He's too good. The anchor character, he is too good. I can probably get pretty close to 2 mil. Let me try and do this. Oh, yeah, that's pretty close to 2 mil. So as you can see, the potential of a anchor is immense, given all the resources that he has. So that's why anchors are really important to the team as well. They are the person you rely on when all is lost, when all hope is lost. He's the one that gives you the potential for that comeback to happen. And thus, he is the character that's probably going to be the most broken character on your team, or the character that you're most good with, because that's the character that's gonna rely on himself and no one else's help most of the time. Sometimes he'll be able to get assists depending on what you did in the match, but most of the time the anchor is there to anchor the team, to be the one that solidifies the team and make sure whatever goes wrong, he corrects. He will be the one to take hold of your team and lead you to victory. Well, when your other two characters get defeated, of course. So that's all I have for today. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Happy holidays and stay free.